Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your buddy Brian Kehoe from Dunlop Manufacturing. Today, we are at Summer NAMM, Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. Appreciate you. So, we're going to start off showing you a bunch of our stuff. We got the Camel Toe here. Way huge Camel Toe. It's a reissue from the original in the 90s. The very sought after and limited release. George Trips made a bunch of them, a handful of them in the 90s. Mike Campbell from Tom Petty, he got a hold of one of these things, and it's been kind of in his arsenal the whole time. What it is one side is the Green Rhino. It has a classic EQ. You click this down, it engages the 100 hertz and the 500 hertz cut and boost. Classic overdrive, Japanese style overdrive. You can toggle into the Red Llama, which is kind of a tweedy, kind of fuzzy like overdrive. And then you can flip this switch and you can stack them up. Green Rhino will always be on, stacked into the Red Llama, and it gives you a big rock and roll sound, baby. Ah, yes. As I was just reminded, added tone control on the Red Llama, which in my opinion is a fantastic feature because the Red Llama is one of my favorite pedals. So that's the Camel Toe, available in August of 2016. Woohoo! Rock it out! Next up, we are going to go to the Super Badass Variac Fuzz. Super Badass Variac Fuzz has a couple of really cool, unique features based off a vintage fuzz circuit, added a tone knob, which is basically a low-pass filter that rolls off the high end. And then this Variac function adjusts the voltage of the pedal. You go all the way up to 15 volts and all the way down to soak it to 5. Pretty interesting what happens in these classic fuzzes when you change the power in the pedal along with the gain. You can get all kinds of crazy sounds out of it. I'm going to start off demonstrating it with the 15 volts all the way up and the gain all the way down. You're going to hear it's going to clear it up, clean it up. It's going to have a bunch of headroom. It's going to sound more like a fuzzy overdrive. And as I keep playing, I'll keep changing the Variac, soaking the power supply, and turning up the gain until it gets into some crazy psychedelic, spitty, chewy 60s fuzz. So this is what it sounds like. Turn this down a little bit. Next up, what we have here is the MXR double overdrive. It's 2 overdrives in one. The low circuit is a classic Japanese overdrive style with, instead of a one tone knob, it has a treble and a bass. Instead of a single tone knob, it has a treble and a bass, what gives it kind of a wider spectrum. And then the second is an American boutique style overdrive. It's got a little more asymmetrical clipping happening. Again, instead of a tone knob, the bass and treble gives you a lot of tonal options. And this is what it's going to sound like. Next up is quite a feat of engineering. This is the Echoplex Delay. It sounds, back at the shop, we were going back and forth, blind tone testing with a bunch of the engineers, a bunch of the players around. Blind tone testing, we could not tell the difference between this pedal and the EP3s that we had at the shop, the real tape delays. What we have here on this delay is the sustain, which is the amount of returns, a volume, which is like a mix blend. The delay is the time of the delay. And also what you have here is the age setting that you press in, and it'll give you more modulation and more degraded signal. I'll go through this thing and I'll show it to you right now. Another thing I wanted to say is that it does the scrub, Radiohead, freak out thing, spaceship landing perfectly like an old tape machine, which is amazing. Also, when you set the delay time real short, it's a lot shorter than the original tape machine, and when you tap in, you can tap in up to about 3 or more seconds of delay, which is pretty cool, and I'll show you all that. And this is what it sounds like. Echoplex Delay, available August 2016. Get out there and go get you one, and don't delay.